Welcome to Sportsball.
What's up, Internet? How are you guys doing today?
I hope they're doing good. I'm very excited to do this show. I don't know.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm so happy.
Just kind of roll that one in there.
I hope they're doing okay.
How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. How are you? My name is Tyler Coe. I'm the host of this show. Very excited to do the show today. We have a big show, as always. That's what I always tell you. Joined by...
I'm Jack Pattillo.
And our very special guest...
Ray Narvaez Jr., representing Steeler Nation.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Ray.
you for having
Thank you
me.
so much for coming on, dude. We're really excited.
Absolutely.
We've been talking about this for a while because, yeah, you're a huge Steelers fan, and we've been wanting to have
What gave it away?
you on. And, yeah, I don't know.
It was a towel.
It was a towel. Yeah, just I'd heard about it, through some channels. But yeah, very excited to have you on, man. So appreciate it. Of
course.
As always, joined by Cole, our man.
He's over there.
Corner. He does the stats.
We got rid of the assistant. Didn't need him anymore.
Yeah, we got rid of that assistant.
Get out.
He's out. He's out.
What's in your mason jar there, Cole? Was that the tears of your vanquished enemies? I don't know what was going on there.
Lions fans' tears.
Jesus Christ.
Looks like oil.
Yeah. It is Ford Field.
There you go.
And of course, this show is brought to you by the RT Store, which we'll talk about later on, and Stance, the amazing socks that we will definitely show you later on as well. So, guys, we're kind of going to do a new show today. If you noticed, we have a TV screen behind us.
We have a TV. We're going to play some TV.
We're kind of changing it up a little bit. Like,
right.
I want us to be a little bit more passionate, a little bit more fired up about the subjects, so we don't have to skirt over them. We can talk about them at will, and we want you to do that as well, because you can text, you can call, you leave a voicemail, you do whatever, right down there, that phone number.
It's right by Jack.
It's right by
Jack.
Jack.
Point down.
Tweet
It's over there.
It always
It's
fucks me up
right
when
there.
I do this.
So text in, tweet, do all that fun stuff. We're keeping an eye on it. We're going to be throwing some comments if we see fun ones. So let us know.
I'm sure everyone will be very nice.
Yes, always.
Absolutely.
Our
Agree with
fans
our
are
opinions,
Yeah, they don't cuss. It's all they're very polite people. So, but they're really cool though. And this is Community Day at Rooster Teeth, so I wanted to show this off. This is probably the first and only
not
time.
Rooster Teeth related thing at all.
No, it's green and black. It's Achievement Hunter colors.
Oh, yeah,
There you go. Yeah, you can't buy this at the RT store. But some fan
Not yet.
sent me this. It's really cool. It's got my name on the back.
Take your time. Perfect, right there.
Perfect. It's there. It's
Co
or CE. There you go.
There you go.
Hey, there it is.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So a guy named Benjamin sent me that. Super appreciative. And then some chick named Jessica sent me this bracelet. It's a Longhorn bracelet because we're in Austin. That's
true.
So that's cool. So, yeah.
You're the new offensive coordinator for the Longhorns, right? I hear.
Not talking about that.
Okay, we're
not
not talking
talking about. That's the one rule on this show. We can't talk about the
I
Longhorns.
thought we get one
'cause
Longhorn thing at a show. I don't know.
They beat North Carolina in basketball. That's the one thing. And that was
there we
really
go.
cool on the
UC,
last second
NCAA.
shot. That was badass. But no, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. All the stuff that you guys send us constantly. So like we said, hit us up on the text line. Send us some tweets. But right now, I want to talk about what's got me fired up over this past weekend.
What's got you fired up there?
This has me fired up. This has been pissing me off for weeks, and I haven't been able to talk about it. So,
Look, you're so fired up. Your hair's poking up a little bit too. Look at that.
Little pokey hair.
Looking nice.
Like a Super Saiyan.
Yes.
Just like shooting up. Hair's going to be blonde in a minute.
all right, so here we go. So here's what's got me going this weekend. Johnny Manziel. And not for the reasons that you would think. I mean, Johnny doesn't really need an introduction. We know Johnny's story.
Who is Johnny Manziel? Assume our audience has no idea who Johnny Manziel is.
All right.
Give a brief rundown. Give me the Wikipedia summary of Johnny Manziel's life. Cole, you want to do that?
It's actually quite long.
Give me the Wikipedia entry, the Spark Notes entry of Johnny Manziel's life.
Johnny Manziel is a professional athlete
Okay. Got it.
in the city of Cleveland.
Jesus Christ! All right, so he
In
used to play
Ohio.
for the Texas A&M, the
Texas
Fight
A&M.
Aggies
Aggies.
down there. He was the youngest person ever to win a Heisman Trophy. Really great football player. Got into a little trouble. He had some issues with getting being kind of an asshole around people.
Everything.
He ended up getting drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Is this his third season?
This is his second.
Second season. So last season he had a rough year. Nothing really happened with him. Nothing too great.
Yes.
Got into some trouble. Got a DWI, or not a DWI. He went to rehab for drinking. His girlfriend apparently had a spat with him. Kind of a lot of trouble with this guy. Anyway, now he got his first official win this last week.
Well,
which is exciting.
He's 2-2 on the season, but he got a second shot.
Okay.
He got another shot for a guy that's had a few second chances. He got yet another one, and he did pretty good.
On his
mean,
fourth
second chance.
Who else does Cleveland have, though?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
True. LeBron James
Might
is
as
going to
well.
come in.
It was more circumstance and injuries why he got the starting gig this past weekend against the 49ers, but it worked out well. They beat him 24-10, and Johnny looked really good for the most part. Save one moment during the game when he had his one black mark, and that was throwing a terrible pick across his body for an interception.
Yeah.
the guy's still a young
So you
quarterback.
go,
You
oh,
see
yeah.
it here. It's really it was not
It's like a Brett
that's
Favre
yeah.
pass.
televised throw right there,
Yeah.
and Johnny was upset.
Oh, that's not how you check your email, Johnny.
So Johnny started slamming this tablet on his head, which, by the way, the announcers thought it was an iPad.
No,
Everybody
yeah.
thinks it's an
Yeah.
iPad.
I mean, it's
Poor
not.
Microsoft.
It's not.
They spent all that
Microsoft
money.
spent millions of dollars on that. They even have those new cases that say the
Yeah.
logo
Doesn't
on the back.
matter.
No.
they're
You guys are all
iPads.
wrong. It was an iPad.
But
Yes,
you will
no.
notice how durable it was.
It's good.
It withstood
It was.
the head of an Aggie.
Well, it's,
Those are thick too, man.
they are thick because you can't beat Aggie logic. But so here's where I have the issue. And, you talk about it being durable right there.
Yeah.
My patience for stuff that happened afterwards, I'm done. I can't do it anymore because what happened afterwards is for a kid who's been called arrogant, who's been called a superstar, for someone who is a drug abuser, who's a drunkard, who's the life of the party on and off the field, what people decided to say after that moment, after he played a really good game and threw an interception, is that right there was another sign of his immaturity. That's Johnny just being Johnny again. And for me, I'm getting sick and tired of the snap judgments with the national media, with analysts, and they kind of send that out to the masses, and we just run with it. Just yeah, he is just being the same guy. He is still being immature. And I have to stop and think, what the fuck are you talking about? The guy got upset for throwing an interception because he'd just been given a second chance to try and prove his
passionate.
worth, and he was really upset about it. What would you're going to vilify him for getting upset for making a mistake? Would you rather him sit on the sidelines and crack open a beer and go hang out with
Just
a buddy?
smile and laugh, yeah.
No, it's I'm getting tired of people vilifying athletes for being human beings. He got upset for throwing a pick. On the reverse side, you see athletes all the time, namely a guy like Cam Newton, who gets vilified in the national media for dancing after scoring a touchdown. He dances, he celebrates after doing something good. You see kind of where we're going, do something bad, you get upset. Human reaction. Do something good, you celebrate. But except those guys can't do it. Harp on those guys for the right things, not the wrong things. It's wrong to look at Johnny throwing a pick and slamming his head into a tablet saying, oh, he's immature. Or Cam celebrating in the end zone oh, he's a thug. Where do you get any of that? And what's amazing to me is that you'll crush those guys for being human, but then you will root and cheer for guys like Ray Rice, Greg Hardy, and Ray McDonald because, I don't know why. Because even though they beat the shit out of their respective spouses, you still cheer for them on Sundays because you didn't really see any videos. Or I
No
guess
proof.
it's kind of like that
Yeah.
out of sight, out of mind
Once you see it,
thing.
that's when you kick
Yeah,
it
once
off.
you sign,
Yeah.
then
I
you
didn't
care.
see it, so I don't know if that
you
actually
don't really
happened, yeah.
care. So for me, I'm getting sick and tired of it. If you're going to be mad at people, do it for the right reasons. Don't get on a kid for being upset about throwing a pick and lay the fuck off Johnny. It fires me up.
Dude, okay, so I gotta say this about that. I agree with you to some extent, but at the same time, what if Tom Brady threw a pick, walked off the field, and did that same shit?
He does all the
No,
fucking
he
time.
doesn't.
Tom Brady
Then
goes
how
to the
come we haven't seen
sideline.
video of that at all?
Tom will go to the sideline. He cusses. He screams.
Okay.
He'll throw shit, but we won't get on Tom because Tom's a pretty boy. Which, by the way, he
Well, I think
supports
he's also-
Donald
he's
Trump.
also
Have
won-
we looked into that at all?
He's also won multiple championships.
Yes,
He's
he
got
has.
multiple rings.
Do you think it has the
He's
fact
allowed
that
to
he
have some steam?
took a tablet like he had a prop? Do you think that's what put it over the edge? Because Tom Brady will shout and
I don't know.
holler and all
If you
that.
were that upset and I had a prop like that, I don't know. If I had a fucking tablet and I was as fired up as I was, do you think
Oh,
I could
God.
slam this on my head and break it?
I don't
Do you
know.
think
I
it's
hope
because they
not.
thought
Maybe.
an iPad?
You know that the new movie
Yeah,
is coming out.
watch out-
Concussion.
watch out for the
maybe
iPad.
I should
Don't-
Yeah, I thought it-
Jesus
Tyler,
Christ.
they
should
thought
wear
it's an iPad.
protection on this, right? So if I was
God,
upset,
where's my protection? Oh,
that's what you do to me, people.
Oh my God!
I don't like it.
well, I agree with you in every single aspect of what you said. I completely 100% am behind everything you are saying, Tyler. Please don't ever do that to my face.
You know what, Jack? I think
Thank
it's
you,
just a
Jack.
sign of
Jesus,
Tyler's
this
immaturity.
Poor
I
iPad.
think it's just a sign of Tyler's immaturity.
Damn it,
see?
Cole.
Yeah, see, if
Give
it
me a
was
second
Joel
chance.
out here, no one would say shit. But he's the young one.
So
You fucked this thing up.
that's all I wanted to talk
hard
about.
helmet.
That's what's been bothering me this weekend. Is that
Just one of those things where it just piles on
it just
with
piles
him.
on. It just
No.
builds, and it's, thankfully
Maybe
we
one
have
of
the
those.
show to
It'll
get
be
that
one of
out.
those things where if he keeps winning games, people just magically forget because winning solves everything. So
No, that's the truth, man.
just
Like
the
you can
truth.
screw up a lot, and then you suddenly start winning games, and people kind of
People
forget about
just
the
don't
shitty stuff.
care. Yeah, they don't.
I mean, if Manziel wins out the rest of the season, I promise you, everyone will forget all of this stuff.
Yeah, they're going to
So-
say, "Oh, what it was." I mean,
What a
he's,
great season.
resurrected.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's the future for Cleveland,
Yeah.
which he's not.
like
the
you start-
iPad thing was a sign of passion. He wasn't mad.
Exactly.
He had a rough patch there at
Yeah.
the beginning, but he got over it, and he's all good now.
What a guy.
So.
What a guy! What a guy!
There was a really great text here I saw just a second ago. Jesus, I
I do
just
have one
lost
right
it.
here. At Odin Advocate says, obviously everybody in sports needs to be replaced with robots.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean,
we have it.
I'm on board with
No
like
emotions.
Yeah, like I don't understand like why guys like your guy Antonio Brown. You're a huge Steelers fan.
I am.
Why did he get penalized for arguably the greatest celebration this year by jumping on the goalpost?
Hugging the goalpost.
That
yeah.
was so freaking cool.
I think Steve Smith used to do that. Steve Smith Jr. When he was the Panthers. I don't know. Maybe it's because he hit the security guard lady because she was her back was against the thing and he kind of like swung it. I think he hit her. I don't know.
That's gonna be the worst. Was there really a lady behind?
Yeah,
this?
I mean he didn't hit her hard. He probably like nicked her shoulder. But I mean
Yeah.
she's staring at the crowd so nobody jumps in. So she was probably terrified. Like what is hitting me behind me?
Do you think she has to stand behind that the entire game? She can't turn
Probably.
around and look?
Maybe there's shifts. I don't know. Maybe she got unlucky. But I thought it was fine. It was harmless. But no fun league, man. You can't
We
excessively
do have Alex
celebrate.
Nemec also pointing out that Aaron Rodgers threw his tablet last week after an interception.
Oh, but
you
we
go.
won't talk about that, will
actually
we?
didn't hear about
Do you
that.
want me to get the helmet back out?
News to me. Yeah.
All right, so someone from Blue Island, Illinois, has texted in, "Hate A&M just a little more, you Texas fucks. You can't take Johnny Football out of Manziel. That's his swag. Same thing with Cam, you dumb fucks." Then, after you smash that, he wrote back and saying, "Okay, sorry, never mind." So that totally works.
Psych.
So thank you very much.
See, snap judgments. You didn't let me finish my rant.
There you go.
Had you? See?
Good God, man.
All right, Ray, what do you want to talk about today?
Something I looked into yesterday. I saw on Reddit of all places, and the thread was fun fact of the day. Peyton Manning has the most interceptions in the league. He hasn't played in the last, I think it's like 3 or 4 weeks. So I looked it up, and he had 9 touchdown passes and 17 interceptions. And it's crazy the decline of Peyton Manning. That seemed like instant, just this
Yeah,
season. I mean, this is the guy who I think it was 2 seasons ago, the opener, he threw 7 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
And, the Broncos aren't bad. I mean, they were 7-0 before they kind of hit a little bit of a bump. And it's just crazy to me, all these wins with the Colts, like 13-win seasons, 12-win seasons. So what he is now. I mean, that team was winning in spite of him, not with him. And when Peyton Manning is arguably like one of your worst offensive players, it's insane to me. I mean, this team beat the Patriots with Brock Osweiler. Did I say?
yeah,
kid from
So,
State,
do you
yeah.
think they would have won with Peyton Manning? I don't think they would have won. It's insane to me that he's fallen so fast, almost out of nowhere. And sure, he's been like hurt and stuff, and people argued he should have retired after the neck injury with the Colts. But I mean, he had 2 great seasons. Went to a Super Bowl, and then just out of nowhere, it's just like he's just putting up these awful numbers.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I mean, Peyton Manning Cole, how many neck surgeries has Peyton Manning had?
Also, this is his
It's been
18th season or something
Yeah.
ridiculous
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
getting up
But
there,
it's
man.
crazy because you think about that. Also, Cole, while you're at it too, how old is Peyton Manning versus how old is Tom Brady? They're only like 2 years
Yeah,
apart,
I
right?
think Manning is 1 year older than Brady.
Yeah, like that's-
Yeah, like, look at
38,
Brady.
37.
Back to back.
Yeah, Brady
Yeah.
looks fantastic. Brady looks like he can like play into like his mid 40s, and Peyton Manning is like 38 or something. He looks like he's ready to
Like
die.
those Colts Patriots rivalries that went on for years. Now they're just non-existent because
Yeah.
Peyton Manning isn't really.
No, it's
he's
not the
just
same.
something
Those
anymore.
were like the best.
Yeah, they were
that was
the best, and
those were the best.
Tom
Yeah.
Brady's
Peyton still has
winning.
19 million through next year. 19 million in contract.
Oh, he's got 19 minutes, so that's why he's still in. He's
Yeah.
just collecting that paycheck.
You're right though that it was like instantaneous from like this year to last.
They
like,
won their first 7 games,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then like all of a sudden they just kind of started falling off. Then
But
they
like you
lost
said,
2 in a
like,
row.
he was atrocious.
He was
in
atrocious.
all of those games. He was so bad.
I
Yeah.
mean, 9 touchdown passes like in 10 games.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that's
to me.
unheard of for that guy.
It's rough because in I'm in 2 fantasy football leagues. I'm in our league, which is going great, and then my other league, my
Another
pay
end.
league, my first pickup was Peyton Manning in the first round.
Yeah.
So I had Peyton Manning and C.J. Anderson were my offense, and they've had a rough season to say the least. So
Yeah, just
And he's
a
had
little bit.
he's had 4 neck surgeries.
4 neck surgeries.
That's
Jesus Christ,
unbelievable.
that's
terrifying
and he's still out there
too. Like,
trying it.
Would you go play a sport or do anything if it's like that's how you injured your neck and you'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna fix this 4
I mean, he
times
did
and
break
go back out?
Brett Favre's record this year, so maybe he's playing for that.
Yeah.
I guess. But at this point, it's like now your health is in jeopardy. You've
Yeah.
been playing for 18 seasons, or this is your 18th season. You won a Super Bowl. I mean, you're going to go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, maybe the best regular season quarterback of all
Yeah.
time. You don't want to die on the field.
Yeah, we don't
man.
want to see Peyton Manning like
Or-
walking the sideline
Yeah.
just singing the Nationwide song
Yeah.
over and over again in circles.
Or-
like we want to make sure he's going to be okay.
Could it be that he's staying in this thing because there's no way in hell he's gonna let his younger brother get the best of him with 2 Super Bowls?
I mean,
Because that is a real
I
thing.
mean,
people.
he's had his chances.
Yeah,
He-
Tom Brady is best friends with Donald Trump, and Eli Manning has won 2 Super Bowls. Those are 2 Facts.
What is wrong
If
with
you
this world?
combined Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, you have like the perfect quarterback.
Yeah.
Eli's great in the postseason.
That's Archie
Peyton's great.
Manning's basically what you're talking about. Dude, the thing about being Archie Manning, you having two sons who won back-to-back Super Bowls. Like, that is pretty damn incredible. That's a
insane.
good, yeah. Like, you could, probably sell your semen in that case, I would imagine,
Most
right?
likely. I would buy
Jesus
that
Christ.
semen, Jack, and I would sell it.
But
Well, there
just keep
you
a
go.
vial right there.
All right, yeah. Well, if we can get a...
The person behind him in interception, I think, is Matt Ryan, who's played every single game this season. He's still behind by like 3.
Jesus
So
Christ.
he's just.
It's
I
unbelievable.
think the last game he started, he threw 4 against like the Chiefs, and then he got benched. He got benched. Peyton Manning got benched.
Do you think it's something where Peyton Manning just can't hit the same targets he used to be able to? Like, he's trying to, like,
I think
thread
the
windows and
injuries,
stuff?
maybe just age. He can't throw as far, maybe as accurate.
He's not as
when
fast.
was he putting up like major yardage this season, or was it just like dump passes and the receivers were doing all the work?
According to
Yards
my
per
fantasy
average was
team,
6.77.
6.77 yards per pass, which is pretty low, actually.
Yeah.
Well, and he was also talking about like having some numbness like down his throwing arm, and like he's just beat to shit.
Yeah.
I mean, which is kind of surprising. I don't know how many times that guy's taken a hit. When you look at Tom Brady, who's like king of the QB sneak, that guy's been in more scrums than anybody
Yeah, and
else.
Peyton
so it's
Manning's not
like-
mobile. He's
No,
just going to stand
no.
there and take it.
We got someone from Maryland here says Brock Osweiler's the next Aaron Rodgers. Sat behind a legend, learned the ropes, gets his chance and shines. Could be true. I
Could
mean,
be.
like
I mean,
Aaron
could
I
be.
think this is his 3rd season. Brock Osweiler,
Yeah,
second
so,
or third.
yeah, yeah.
So
He's a big body kid. I
mean,
mean,
he's
he's
beat the
coming to do
Patriots
good.
already.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron
So-
Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for all those years and then kind of
That
showed
worked
up.
out.
And yeah, it's doing pretty good now.
the fucking Steelers in the Super Bowl.
Still bitter about
That
that.
hurt
A
one.
little bit.
I'm
A little
sorry.
bit. Rashard
I'm
Mendenhall,
sorry.
not even in the league anymore, fumbled. God damn
We
it.
got a towel to wipe away your tears there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
So there you
It's
go.
a little salty in here.
Dab it off.
But yeah, so just the drop of Peyton Manning is crazy to me, especially compared to someone like Tom Brady, who's looking better than ever.
Yeah.
He's
That
got
is-
like 33 touchdowns, past like 4 interceptions.
Yeah, Tom Brady
Fuck
is
you,
just-
Brady.
So this- I
Stop
mean-
being so good all the time.
Well, that was the thing. I mean, like, this season, it seemed like this was going to be Tom Brady's redemption year, where it was like, you know what? Fuck everyone who talks shit. Like, oh, you deflated a football, whatever. Never had any actual physical proof that he did anything with it. They still tried to suspend him, got out of it. He's like, I'm going to stomp on everyone's
And
faces.
he has,
Until the
for the
last,
most part.
Yeah.
two of the last 3 games, I guess he had some issues. But other than that, he did pretty damn good.
That's
he
also
got-
who does he have to throw to now?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
got
the
his, got his boy back.
Yeah, he got his guy back, and so now he's actually doing pretty good. But it's like, yeah, that guy, Tom Brady is a man amongst boys when it comes to quarterbacks.
It's not fair. He's been so good for
So
so
long.
long.
It's nuts. It's unbelievable. I don't know what it
point
is.
do the Patriots have to start looking for like a legitimate backup?
It's got to be after this year.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
to be, right? Like, because
It's not
just
slowing down.
They have to look at Peyton and say, if it happened to him that fast, I mean, one thing could happen for Tom, and then you're
Well,
gone.
he had that one injury where he was out the whole season. The Patriots still made the playoffs, but he came back fine. So it's
Yeah,
just
exactly. They had Matt Castle, like, Belichick's like, fuck it, we'll
Went
still
9
win
and
11
5
games.
and,
Like,
like,
it's like
fucking-
ridiculous. I can't wait to see what they have in store because it's going to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of that, you need to go check out the RT store. We have a lot of cool stuff there.
Oh,
You
he
can
said
buy
store.
things. Yes, you have in store. Yeah, you know.
Ooh,
slip
the
it in
segue.
there.
He's good at that.
So go to the RT store where you can buy many goods and sundries. We also have
You
promotion
can buy
codes.
many goods?
Yeah.
buy ye old goods.
We need some soap.
Hey, buy you a pair of socks and a wool cap
We
for
need
the
some
cold
seeds.
times.
We need something to help plow that field.
Yes,
We'll get your goods here.
You got socks and shit, man. That's cool. You can buy beanies.
What happened?
You can buy shirts. Those are big.
Those are big.
Those
the kids
are
like the
pretty
shirts.
popular.
Yeah.
What did the Rooster Teeth store do to you? They just,
Are you kidding me? I love the Rooster Teeth store. And you can buy the
did you have to
Sportsball.
read the name of it so you remember what it was?
Yeah.
It was,
This ad read was all segue.
yeah.
Also, you want to order stuff now because like Christmas is coming.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. All right. So tomorrow is the last day you can order stuff from the store and make sure to get it before Christmas. So if you want to order stuff, tomorrow's the day to do it. I think without it paying a whole shitload of money. So
Right.
you want regular postage, tomorro's the day to do it.
I thought you did a great job, Ty.
Yeah.
That's right. I
You did a
appreciate
great
that.
job.
Thank you so much.
He set the bar high. His seeds are amazing. Oh, come on, man. Did you get like neck surgery or something? I have to
Yeah.
worry about you? You starting
He's
to
fine.
fade.
He's fine.
I'm
We're
good.
Jesus
I might have
Christ.
a concussion though. I mean, that could be a real thing. That helmet, yeah, we don't want to pull Meg Turney on this show. That's why we use protection. Do you have a rant, Jack? Do you have a story to tell?
Man, I don't know. There's just I hate the Spurs. Like, does that count? No.
All right, and moving on.
No, okay. Let me explain so the Spurs, like, people they shit on me because I hate the Spurs. Whatever. You can hate teams. Like, that's one thing. You can hate any team for whatever reason you want. I respect the shit out of the Spurs, right? Like that team is amazing. Golden State's been incredible this year, but the Spurs have just been dominant over the last decade. I mean, what they're doing down there, that team is insanity. And the reason I don't like them is because they're so goddamn consistent.
They're like the Patriots of the NBA.
They're the Patriots. They're the Yankees. They're the team that's like, they won't stop being good no matter what. I mean, Tim Duncan is 55 years old and he's still putting up so many points. And like they got Aldridge down there this year, and they can't stop winning. And it's like that. I mean, the coach down there is incredible, and it drives me crazy because I like seeing kind of like more the exciting teams. I like seeing
young
dunks.
teams.
I like seeing but it's just like these fundamentals, which are great, but they're so boring to watch.
But Jack, I think the thing you're missing is the Greg Popovich system is made for scoring points.
Yeah.
The
Not look
Popovich system
flashy
is
to
for
score
scoring
points.
points.
Yeah, I mean that's all it is. Just like pass, lay up and go. You know?
Shoot towards the hoop and you score points.
Shoot towards the hoop. That's the whole object, right? You score
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
points
you put it in
than
the
your
basket.
opponent.
Does Tim Duncan have 6 rings? 5 or 6 rings?
It's something silly.
He does.
Yeah. He's got 5 rings.
Five.
Thank you, Nick.
Five
That's
rings.
ridiculous.
Yeah. When you can fill a whole hand with championship rings, you know you've done something right. Like the Bulls and I guess the Spurs are really the only teams that have done that.
Do you remember the
The Lakers.
commercial back in the day? It was like 97, 98.
The Taco Cabana commercial?
Yeah, where it's like David Robinson was like Tim was living with him. Which was pretty controversial back then to like have 2 guys living together in 1998. But like Tim had to like do all the yard work and shit because he was like the rookie. Do you remember that commercial?
No, I was
Am I
9.
the only one?
I was 9.
Shit. Well, do you remember that commercial?
I remember the Taco Cabana commercials. Was it?
I don't think it was a Taco Cabana commercial.
No,
Why are
no.
you saying Cabana? Is it Cabana? It's Cabana.
Taco Cabana, right?
you were saying Cabana.
It's the same thing.
Tomato.
There you go.
Tomato.
I'm just saying both
Cabana,
tomato
Cabana.
and tomato. I remember those weird local commercials we get down here every now and then, but Barbasol is what Nick is saying.
That's
from
even
in there.
more fucking random. Like Taco Cabana now makes sense for them to be living together to go to Taco Cabana.
Can
together.
Tim Duncan shave his face? I don't think he can.
I don't think he's
got
ever
such
had a beard. No.
He's got
Such a
shaving his
baby
head.
face.
He has that face where like whenever he's real sad, he has the like he does that crazy frown
do that
thing.
again?
And it's one of those things you just want to shake his head. And Manu Ginobili, like he's not as bad as he used to be, but he used to flop
Pride of Argentina.
all the time. He was always like he spent half the game on the floor crying and holding his knee. He's not playing soccer out there. Jesus Christ. So anyway,
There you go. That was a good round. I like that. So that was pretty good. We all
the
had our
Spurs are going to
little
win the whole damn thing this season.
soapboxes underneath. We're done with that. And now we want to talk about what you guys want to talk about. So you guys do a great job of always sending us videos and stories and stuff like that. So we got this TV screen. We're going to play some of those, and we're going to put it on a spinner, and then when whatever it falls on, we're just going to like talk about it.
All right.
Boy, sounds
Let's
good.
let's do that. Spin that spinner.
Whoa, oh, nice. I saw Conor McGregor in there. There's Blake Griffin rips his head off.
Jesus.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
It's like a
Oh my God, he
fatality.
did.
Yeah. I was actually looking for the head. See the new DLC
It's gone.
character?
It's Leatherface and Blake Griffin in the next DLC. It's going to drop.
Jesus.
Holy
Well,
shit.
all right. Well, let's see this video. What happened in this one?
That has to be a flagrant, right?
All right,
Those are
Bulls,
some
Clippers.
mean looking jerseys too.
Yeah.
Okay, so he got pushed right there.
Right.
And oh God.
He
Okay.
like clotheslined him.
He immediately felt bad. Like okay, so he lifted him up. That's
I
good.
mean, you still have to call something on that, right?
Yeah,
Well, you
that has
can't
to be a
like
flagrant,
murder
right?
somebody
Yeah. Look at his
viciously and be
Head
like,
snap.
"Sorry, I killed you."
Yeah.
But it's one of those
My
deals
bad.
where he's like, and wonk.
Well, he did look like he was going for the ball. And he
Yeah,
just like,
and the fact that he immediately showed remorse,
Yeah.
like he was like helping him up, and like it was like clearly he's like, oh fuck,
he wasn't
my
like
bad.
standing over him.
Yeah, he didn't walk off and like make it like a neck slit thing. Like he
That's
was
brutal.
like,
That was bad.
oh, my bad. Ooh.
But I wish I'm hoping that he didn't say that when he went up to him. I'm hoping he called him. He's like, "Dude, I fucking destroyed your head." Dude, that was amazing. That's
Welcome to
gonna
my
be on
poster,
ESPN.
bitch.
You should have bought a Kia, motherfucker. Like that's what 'cause Blake Griffin does.
Yeah.
Kia commercials. Cool joke. Great. Fucking
Hey,
show.
there we go.
Yeah.
Some applause.
That was awesome.
From the studio.
Welcome.
Did you ever see those Rage commercials he did?
Yes.
Yeah,
remember
he
that.
did some commercials
He was
for
like outside
id.
the dev studio, like dancing and stuff.
Yeah, he was cheering for id Software, and he was like, he dunked over a tiger at one point.
I think he was actually in the game as like a bobblehead or something.
was
or
he?
like a little Easter egg. Yeah.
That's
so he
awesome.
made his way into the game.
He's a cool. I like Blake Griffin. He's
Yeah,
a
I
cool
like
guy.
that. I like that.
He's
He
a
had-
dirty Sooner, but I do like him.
He had some issues right when he started, right? Like he was injured, like his first
Yeah,
season or
he
something.
didn't play his rookie season.
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
talking about like, oh, he's gonna be a boss, like
Yeah.
wasted draft pick. No, I think
No,
he's
he's-
No,
He's doing
I
alright,
like
man.
the players that look like they're having fun playing. They actually, he looks like he's having a good time out there, and he seems like a fun dude. And it's like, oh, he enjoys what he does.
Well,
for a
it's like
living.
Clippers, right? Like they just slam it and are dunking it like crazy all the time.
Yeah,
Then they get to
they're
the
like the
playoffs
Harlem
and they're
Globetrotters of LA.
No, happens.
LA Globetrotters. Anyway, all right, shall we spin the wheel?
Spin the spinner.
Here we go. Let's spin it. No, do we not hit it? What do we got? What do we got?
On there.
Hey, hockey.
Oh shit!
Well, on the ice.
I wonder what happens
Just a
in this
normal
one.
NHL game. Let's see what we got here.
Ray, take this one.
All right.
All right, so behind the goal, everything seems fine. Takes a shot. No. Okay, looks like he deflected away. Other team has. Oh my God!
That's a mean check right there.
That guy's family tree felt that.
They're the.
And then of course everyone fights.
here
That's
we go.
doing
It's a
hockey. You
party.
hit my friend.
Look, that ref is choking
The
that guy
ref is
out.
in.
The ref is choking the guy
The
out.
ref's gonna clothesline the guy. Wow, the ref is actually in there.
Wow, that was
So he looks completely defenseless, not paying attention, and boop!
Ooh, that's a decleater in the.
Oh.
Into the stands.
God, is this professional hockey or is this like a college?
That looks like
I'm not that familiar with
No,
that.
That was in
it kind of looks
Canada,
like
looks
that
like.
would be like one of the something out of Goon. Like that was like way far away Canada lands. like,
Yeah,
where
like-
people don't live.
slap shot or
I mean-
something going on there.
That happens in hockey, right? Checks happen all the time. People fight all the time.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like when you,
game.
it's something about seeing those hits when you actually come off the ice. It's like, my God, the amount of like force behind that has to be.
Or when they get hit
insane.
into the glass, it's not glass, but whatever, it's
Yeah,
protecting
yeah,
the fans.
yeah.
Just like the noise it makes, the thud.
Yeah.
They're brutal, man.
Have you ever been to a hockey game?
I've been to one, but I wasn't that close. I was
No?
like all the way in the nosebleeds. It
We've
was like
got-
a Rangers game.
We've got the Texas Stars here, just in North Austin, and they're the feeder team for the Dallas Stars.
Hey.
Right there.
Yeah,
I think that was his cue.
they're great.
And,
I know that because I'm a huge hockey fan. I'm a huge Stars fan. The
There
number
you
one
go.
team in the league right now.
And
in
and like
NHL.
the Texas Stars have actually done really well. They won the Calder Cup, which I believe is the D League or whatever that it is.
Yep.
They won that a couple of times, and I actually got to go to a couple playoff games a long time ago, and I got beyond the glass, and that was so much fun to slamming on the glass and screaming.
yeah.
Apparently, you're not supposed to do that, but you totally do
Yeah,
that.
who cares?
Absolutely.
It's
And
like
then
a
also,
free-for-all out
someone
there.
set their beer on the lip of the thing, and I think the players on the ice see that because immediately someone right into it and spilled the beer all over the guy.
It's probably
So-
a game they play.
Yeah, absolutely.
did, didn't
so,
they? They
all
did.
right. What else we doing?
Let's see another one.
Let's do
Hockey.
more. This is fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Playing with spinners is always
I see
fun.
soccer guys in there. I see. It's Conor McGregor.
Oh yes.
McGregor wins
He doesn't win the UFC.
Oh, my
He
Lord.
demolished the UFC.
This was okay. I know it's about to happen right now, but we got to set this up because if you didn't hear about this, folks, UFC, I think 194.
194.
Conor McGregor versus all-time great, maybe the greatest of all time, and
all-time
Josie
great
Al-
or the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
One of them.
GOAT.
Cole, is it greatest of all time or all-time greatest?
All-time great. I don't even have to look it up.
All right,
GOAT,
thank you.
greatest of all time. He's a
So
GOAT. Josie Al-
Aldo
not
hasn't
Aldo.
lost in 10 years, and he's undefeated in the UFC. And this fight was hyped for like roughly a year, and it was a hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight.
Hell of a
So
fight.
365 days
Yes.
in preparation for this
You're
fight.
gonna see.
Well, Conor
You're just
McGregor-
gonna see the highlights of this fight. That's
Yeah.
how long it was. Yeah.
Well, Conor McGregor, he was supposed to fight someone. Was it Aldo? Or
He was supposed to fight
no,
Aldo.
no, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, originally, and Aldo got hurt,
Yeah. Then he got hurt.
and then he fought someone else.
And so he had to they replace that guy, and then Conor McGregor beat the hell out of that guy without training for that guy. Still beat the hell out of him.
Yeah,
And
that's
then-
how he got the interim featherweight championship.
Yeah.
And then this was to unify the two
Yeah,
because
and
Aldo
so
has it.
and then this match came up. I don't know. Do we have a clip of this?
Yeah, let's see this
you
fight.
have the Vine.
Yeah, and okay,
This is
so
Here we
literally
go.
the
All
fight.
right, one punch. Okay, no big
so-
deal.
missed
All right, here we go.
and-
It's going to be a long fight. These
that
guys are
leg
taking
kick
little
would've
jabs at
murdered
each
me.
other, playing little footsies. You got a little move, and it's over.
Oh,
So-
and then some hammer fist there to finish it off, and didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, my God.
I think he
Did it-
broke Ronda Rousey's record. I think her record was 14
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
He beat him in 13
This
seconds.
was
Yeah.
13 seconds. 13 seconds.
13 seconds.
13
Man.
seconds. You know how much money he got paid for this fight?
A lot.
A lot.
I'm gonna
it's,
get-
I think it was 16 mil that he got paid for this.
So more
So what's
than
the
$1 million
breakdown in that?
a second.
Cole, break that down for me. How many per second? How much money is that?
A shit ton.
A shit ton.
Math major Cole,
There
thank
we
you very
go.
much.
It's got.
He doesn't
It's,
need that. Who gave him that laptop?
it's
He doesn't need that
over a
laptop.
mil a second, which is
Shit ton.
insane.
So the thing about that too is when he hits Aldo, when McGregor hits Aldo actually hits him too on the way. Like they kind of exchange punches, and you could see McGregor's head cock back.
Yeah.
But I guess either Aldo didn't hit it clearly, or he just had the adrenaline of dropping him. So he let his head cock back, and he just like goes straight to just
Yeah, just those
hitting him
hammer
on the
fists,
ground.
yeah.
It was just
And he
over
got- if
If
instantly.
my math is correct, it's 260,000 a second.
That is incorrect.
That's not right.
Okay, 16 million
16
divided by
million,
13
Four and a half-
seconds.
It's 4.5 million.
That's not right either.
Hold on.
$17.8 trillion a second. Prove me wrong, internet. It's a lot.
Internet, figure that out.
Here,
16 million,
I'll figure it
13
out.
seconds. How much
What-
money is that?
I play
per-
video games. I don't need
what is
math.
16 divided by 13? It's hang on.
That's like why we're doing this
all
job.
right,
So
yeah,
we don't have
exactly.
to do this
16
shit. Yeah.
divided by 13. So he got $1.23 million.
That's what Cole said.
That's
per
what I said.
second. You said like 200,000.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you think Aldo feels about training all that time and losing in 13
Does
seconds?
he know he
That's the
fought
thing.
him?
It's like,
Are we sure that he knows he was there?
Once again, hasn't lost in like 10 years. That's his first loss in the UFC. I would never expect in a million years for him to lose that way. Maybe like a decision, a 5-round fight.
that's like a lifetime career, too. You think about the career that he's had, and it all went away in
Just
a
like that.
sense. Because nobody will really remember the greatness of him. They'll just remember that he
They
got knocked
might
out
remember it,
13
but it'll
seconds.
always go back to like
to that.
Yeah. We should
That's
also,
just that's like Holyfield, right? Like 4-time heavyweight champion always goes back to like he got his ear bit by Mike Tyson.
they also announced that that Ronda Rousey's going to fight Amy Schumer again, right? For,
Yeah.
for UFC 200. I think UFC 200 in the summer they're gonna rematch. It's Rousey versus
Holly Holm.
Holmes. Thank you.
Amy Schumer.
Well, she looks like Amy Schumer.
She
Beat the
does a
shit
little
out of her
bit,
though.
Yeah, she would.
So that should be
Certainly
fun.
did.
I'm looking forward to that more than anything because that's like, okay, we have two competitors that are, I assume we're evenly matched until, Ronda Rousey got a little over her head. So I think
cocky.
she's going to take it seriously now.
I think
it's
she
gonna be
needed
a
that.
really, really good fight.
It knocked her back down to reality
Yeah,
just
it
a
did.
little bit. And it got her closer to being on the show because it seems like she's a little bit more accessible now.
Yes.
So Rhonda, if you're watching.
You can take my spot.
Yeah, we can talk about Pokemon. Like, she's a big Pokemon
No.
fan, right?
Yeah, there you go.
She took
So-
that military guy to that
that's
dance
right.
or whatever.
Yeah,
not
the-
dance.
she's-
Military dance,
the
maybe.
ball?
The
Yeah.
ball,
Yeah, sure.
the ball at the military,
Yeah.
the ball military. We all know that.
Wait,
It's
so
the
Ronda
most
Rousey
famous.
into like video game stuff, she's bound to have seen Red versus Blue or something we've done, right? Like
You assume
the
people
odds
have.
if she has
Yeah.
anything to do with video games on the internet,
I think she wants to fuck Bernie. Actually, I heard.
Is that what it is?
That's true. Yeah, I read that thread too. Yeah.
Like fuck him up, like smack him
Both
in the face.
at
Okay,
the same time.
Well, she's the only woman that I know of that can do both at the same time.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
she terrifies my penis and arouses it. So I
Well,
would
that's the
love
thing.
to have her on
Well,
the show.
that's a horrible segue. But she does other stuff too, right? Went from penis to something else.
She does other stuff
too.
besides
She does,
tear by
yeah,
penises?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
she acts too.
She
Like-
acts, yeah. So she's like in Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
and
she
she
was
was in the
Fast and
Entourage
Furious.
movie and stuff.
Yeah.
So
and
and she just wants to be like, I don't want to fight anymore. She's fine.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, Gina Carano's the same way. Where Gina Carano, she was, the sort of the undisputed champion of not. It wasn't UFC. It was like Strike Force or something.
Strike Force?
And yeah, she was like she was one of the only female fighters, and she used to be on American Gladiators, and then she was like the face of the female fighters, and then she beat the hell out of people. And then she ran into Cyborg, who just like beat the shit out
Who's
of her.
actually a cyborg.
Yeah,
They didn't tell her that.
It was mostly
Actual
robot. And then she was like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm just gonna go ahead and be in movies from this point
No.
on."
Was she the one in that James Bond movie with Christopher Walken, or am I making that shit up?
Christopher Walken was in a James Bond movie?
I don't.
Do you remember that one? It was like Silicon Valley. It was a dumb plot. Like if you go back and look at a
don't
lot of the
think so.
James
I don't
Bond
know.
plots are kind of stupid, but
Silicon Valley, GoldenEye?
no,
maybe?
we'll figure it out. Nah, it's okay.
Later. It's a future problem.
Later. Let's go back to that 13 seconds because 13 seconds. Conor McGregor is now world champ. It's unbelievable. So this is that it took 13 seconds for that fight to end, and it took less than 13 seconds for all of America to lose its shit yesterday over who got named Sportsperson of the Year, Sportsman of the Year, if you will,
Yeah.
for SI. They've been doing it forever since the 50s. Somebody gets nominated, an athlete who's had an unbelievable year, gets put on the cover of SI, and it's a big deal. So there you go. There's Serena Williams. She
Hey.
won,
Williams.
rightfully so. She was unbelievable this year. She won 53 out of 56 matches.
That's
She
absurd.
contended for plenty of Grand Slams.
She beat her sister a
She
couple
beat her
times.
sister. She's done that a bunch. I mean, she had an unbelievable year, but America said, no, that's wrong. A horse should win. American Pharaoh. Remember this
Triple
pony?
Triple
Crown.
Crown winner. First Triple
No.
Crown winner since the
Since
50s, right?
37
Forever.
years.
So it says, when was it called?
In 37 years.
37
37
years.
years.
That's a big, big deal. So SI does a poll to decide who, I guess they give the illusion that the fans get to decide who's going to win the cover. Like, nah, fuck you guys. But they put American Pharaoh won that poll. Like, he was the horse that people wanted to see on that cover. Didn't happen. Serena Williams. People are furious about this for some reason. So I had Cole over here. Cole came to me and he's like, hey, we need to go ask the people about this.
We need to hit the streets.
We need to hit the streets. So
Hard streets.
we sent Cole out to ask the very important questions. Is a horse a person? Can people be horses?
Is a horse a person?
Is a horse a person? Can horses win people awards? Can people win horse awards? So we sent Cole out to answer all of these.
No, you're good. Keep going.
Yeah.
should have won the poll?
The horse.
What was this for? Sportsman of the Year?
Yes, Sportsman of the Year.
Serena Williams isn't even a man.
What if Serena Williams is secretly American Pharaoh on the side?
I think Sports Illustrated needs to take a long, hard look at the long, hard cocks of these horses and realize they're going to get bent over table and fucked if they do not start treating them as equals.
Do you think horses are people?
Oh, they're horses.
Do you believe in horse marriage?
Horses can get married. I mean, yeah.
What are your thoughts on horse marriage?
You know, love, man.
Horse voting rights?
Yeah, go for it. If they can hoof the polling stand, then go for it.
Do you think horses should be allowed to vote?
Nay.
Well, that was fascinating. Also, there's no cable in that microphone. I noticed.
Jack, don't ruin the illusion. That was a serious
Jack.
interview
Come on.
right there.
There's important things to discuss.
Yes.
Wait, we
All
can't
right.
afford it. We have this giant studio. We can't afford an XLR cable
Well,
for
we
Cole.
keep telling people to watch sports
What does that
ball.
even stand for, XLR? Garbage.
So that was our man on the street segment with Cole. We're going to continue to do more of that and answer those hard hitting questions.
That was fun.
But now it's time for
College bullshit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
wow.
That dude's going to hit me in the
Got
face.
a pennant. Nice.
Oh,
Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
Shots fired.
Jesus.
Woo! It's like I live in New York again.
Did you break anything?
My left eardrum.
Go Sparty.
That's us announcing our college segment. We're going to
Yay!
start doing that now too. So
Go Sparty. Jesus.
thank you, Cole, for all of your investigative journalism and ringside introduction. Really appreciate that.
Thanks.
You can see he really cares a lot about this segment.
Doing great,
Yeah,
Cole.
that's where that XLR money went. It was that giant death machine that Cole just launched off.
All right, so that
Jesus.
is
All
the
right.
announcement of our college segment. So we're going to talk a
Hey.
little bit of college now. And we want to remind you folks, like we did last week, that we started up a bowl pick'em group for you guys to be a part of. I think we got like 1,000 of you so far in there, and we want to get more because we're going to do a grand prize that Jack's going to come up with and fund.
Yeah.
And so you can go to ESPN and go to College Bowl Mania, and then you go to Sportsball Rooster Teeth. And then the password,
I can hear your brain working as you're looking forward.
the password
Wheels are spinning.
is Ray, damn it was on my tongue.
I'm sorry.
Isn't it
you write it
sports
down?
ball?
It's the name of the show. That's what it is.
Sports ball is the password.
Sportsball.
Sports ball, Rooster Teeth. Password is sports ball.
Yeah, and you can be a part of it, and you get to be a part of things. That's always fun to be a part of things, so you can do that.
It's fun to be.
Go be a part of our bowl system thing. It's gonna be great, man.
Hey, participation.
And like I said, Jack's gonna come up with a prize.
Well,
and,
yeah, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, we'll do something.
I'll
fun for it.
ransack Cole's
Yeah.
desk and find something to
Yeah.
give away.
So the big
It'll be
college
fine.
news, though, this weekend, Cole,
Yeah.
was the Heisman.
Heisman.
And
That was the
I
Army-Navy game.
I kind of have a bone to pick with this. And not so much
Okay.
with the winner, because if you didn't catch it this weekend, Derrick Henry, running back out of Alabama, took the Heisman home this week. A small margin over Christian McCaffrey from Stanford, the guy that broke Barry Sanders' all-purpose yards in a season record. Derrick Henry broke a record of his own this year. He broke Herschel Walker's single-season record for rushing yards in the SEC, as well as tying for touchdowns for 23. I remembered all those stats, but I couldn't remember the fucking password. It's the name of the show.
Next time.
Next time on the next episode of Sports Ball. So
we already got people. They're coming in hot. Joshua Barr says, "Fuck you, Jack. OU football is going to win it all this year." Over on Twitter.
they possibly might.
It would be fantastic if they win it all because Texas beat them, so that'd be even better. The one of the few games that Texas won was versus the national champion.
By the laws of Roger Goodell, that would make us the national champions.
There you go.
Because
There you go.
we beat you.
Anyway.
So there you go. But yeah, Derrick Henry wins the Heisman. Christian McCaffrey comes in second. Deshaun Watson, quarterback from Clemson, gets third, and then so on, so on, so on. So I don't know. Did you feel any way towards this? Like, for me personally, I don't know if Derrick Henry necessarily. I think if you make it to New York, I think that you deserve to win the Heisman. I don't know if he should have won it over Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more about
it's
him
not
or
like
the
it was
war
a
of Alabama.
blowout, right? Like they both had amazing seasons, so
Yeah.
I guess it's just one of those things where it
Yeah.
could have gone either way.
Yeah, there's
but-
definitely no clear-cut winner this year. There's no one player is like that guy is the one. Like he is
No,
like
and there hasn't been for a while. So
No.
like, I wonder if it's like more about it's once again like, what is the Heisman? Is it the best player on the best team, Alabama?
It's
which most
the best offensive player on the best team. Yeah, yeah.
Right, or is it the guy who is like the most valuable to his team? Because I don't know if Stanford would be anywhere without Christian McCaffrey this year. I don't know if Alabama would be as good as they are without Derrick Henry, but
Do you think they do better? They would still do better than Stanford without
yeah, and I still think they'd probably make it into the playoffs. So I don't know. That was kind of the big news this weekend, and of course, all the bowl games are starting this weekend, which is really exciting. And Ray, there's actually a bowl named after you.
Oh, is there?
There's the new bowl that everybody's talking about. It's called the Raycom Media Camilla Bowl.
I prefer.
Good old Raycom Camellia.
Yeah, of course. It's a family name, right?
It is. Yes.
Of course.
I prefer the Minute Bowl. That's my favorite college bowl.
Minute Bowl.
No,
Some of
don't
these
even
bowl
laugh at
names
that. That's
get,
cool.
better and better every single year.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah.
Got my back.
So, as you can see with Cole's enthusiasm, that was our college segment. So that's what happened in college.
That was exciting.
Don't
man.
blame the pros.
There was the Army-Navy game was this weekend. That was like the only bowl
Those
that really
helmets were
happened.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was actually a
really
close
good
one.
helmets.
It was actually a close Army-Navy game.
Huh?
It was actually a pretty close Army-Navy game.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
It really was.
They played 'em
Usually that game goes one way to
Yeah.
the one team that usually wins it over the
Navy.
course of the 100 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. Navy.
Yeah,
But it
and
didn't happen
Army.
that way.
Army was winning up until I think the third or fourth quarter, so that's pretty close. That goes to show those rivalry games,
Yeah.
man. You have no idea.
Bring
what's
out the
gonna
best in
happen.
everybody, no
And that's
matter
one
how
of-
bad your record is.
That's one of the ones I have to go to eventually in my life. Sometime is that game. That's on my bucket list. I've also I read a really good article today, kind of going off track right here. Get back more to some pro football. I read a really good article today about the Cowboys and the 49ers and their rivalry back in the day. And it makes me think about the Cowboys and the Steelers back in the day too. Kind of got me reminiscent when we talked about quarterbacks and everything else like that. Our childhood was we were spoiled rotten.
Oh, yeah.
We had Brady, Manning, we had also Aikman, we had Steve Young, we had Brett Favre.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had fucking Brett Favre.
Dude, think about the mid '90s Cowboys. We got
And John
Aikman,
Elway,
Smith,
you got
all
Deion
the-
Sanders,
yeah,
Larry Allen, greatest center of all time, probably. Moose, that team was stacked.
Gerald Johnston, man.
all those teams were in the Steelers teams. It was Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart. That was the first quarterback when I started following the Steelers when I was 12. I kind of understood football, and that was the first Steeler quarterback I followed.
Yeah.
So it was
Because they traded Super Bowls back in the 90s. At least that one, it was what, 97?
No, they went to the Super Bowl and they lost against the Cowboys.
Exactly, yeah. And I was a weird kid. I didn't play around in the yard as Troy Aikman or anything else like that. I played as Larry Brown, who had 2 picks in that game. This is obscure play.
At least you didn't play as the left guard. Just some random kid in the backyard, just
which clearly I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was telling you guys earlier, it's insane.
doing this
much-
for hours.
Yeah, I thought you were in shape. I thought you were
This jersey
you're just
really makes me look
you look
a fucking kid.
You look like the
Little
scarecrow
Giants,
from the
man.
start of Wizard of Oz, up on the poles. There's nothing going on there.
Specific insult.
Anyway.
Yes, it was. Jack, I want to know what's going on the tweet.
All right, let's see
now.
what's going on Twitter. Someone says, "Don't forget Jim Kelly." Absolutely. So,
Oh, dude, Jim. Now that was the story of the '90s.
go Navy.
Is that the Bills went to
poor
4
guy.
straight Super Bowls and they didn't
What does that do
win
to you?
one.
After
Oh
the
my
fourth one, you just
You have to be thinking
What
at
do I
least.
have to do?
And oh my God, it comes full circle. Now I get it now.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
You get it? It's clicking.
Buffalo was the crown jewel of America, one of the greatest cities, an up-and-coming, thriving community that was going to 4 straight Super Bowls, and then when they didn't win any of them, they started turning into heathens. They started fornicating in the parking lot and wrestling on tables.
Oh, yeah.
That happens.
And, shit, why don't we just, I guarantee you, why don't we just check in Buffalo right now? What's going on in Buffalo, do you think, that these people are up to? They're probably still reminiscing about
they're
the 4
sitting
Super
around
Bowls.
a dining table eating a turkey, and just,
something
maybe in prayer.
Have you seen what Buffalo has done this year?
No, what have they done this year?
No, I'm afraid to see.
Ray,
No.
what the people...
The only New York team. Fuck the Jets and the Giants are New Jersey teams. All right, let's be honest. Bills are the only New York team.
All right, do we have anything from the Bills right now? What's going on in Buffalo by any chance?
It froze.
Oh, it froze.
Quick.
Fucking
Buffalo
Buffalo.
has frozen over. Oh my God. How many victims?
All right, here.
Jesus.
Are the falls okay?
All right, we got a tweet here to Sportsball. Hot take for you. Sam Schomer asks, "Who wins the NFC North, Packers or Vikings?" I'm thinking the Packers are going to take it, man. Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he had a misstep, but I think he's going to do it.
I think the ghost face mask kind of turned their season around.
You think so?
Yeah.
The ghost face, but he still hit his face mask, and his head did
Well,
turn.
I guess he He did hit it, but it would like grazed it. He didn't like.
It
pull.
wasn't like an egregious one.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was like
I guess
it was
to be
like,
fair, he had to make the pass as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, I think that turned it around because they lost 2 in a row at that point.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I don't know where the Vikings are going right now, but since
The Vikings are great, though.
Mike McCarthy, yeah, they've had a great year. But Mike McCarthy took over play calling duties for Green Bay, and you've seen the change. Like they look like the Packers that we expect. So yeah, I'm with you guys. I think the Packers are going to win the AFC.
Absolutely.
Ain't going to be the fucking Lions. That's
Cozy
for sure.
Coates pointed out we forgot 2 quarterbacks.
We forgot 2 quarterbacks.
John Elway, Dan Marino.
Oh,
I mentioned,
Christ.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino never won a Super
Laces
Bowl.
out.
one of the
Dan.
greatest to never win.
One of the greatest to never win. But he was, he didn't win anything, but he won me over in Ace Ventura.
He did.
Did you ever see that 30 for 30 from Elway to Marino? They show like the draft between
And how many quarterbacks got drafted and how many of them didn't go on
and
to
how
really
like John
do
Elway
anything?
didn't want to go to God.
Hold on.
Well, whatever team had the first pick, he didn't want to go there. Maybe it's the Colts or something. I don't remember.
might
But
have
it's a
been
very,
Baltimore.
very good 30
It
for
was
30.
Baltimore. It was Colts.
Yeah.
Baltimore Colts. Right? Cole looked that up. Yeah, that was an epic draft. Like there was, I can't remember how many quarterbacks. A lot of them were like.
And it was
on TV
one
right
agent
now.
that represented both of them.
Yeah.
So it's just him telling the story. It's very, very interesting. It's on
This is unreal.
Netflix,
So
I think.
Lafayette on Twitter just said Buffalo is projected to get 7 feet of snow for the second year in a row.
Oh, apparently they got it
so
already
apparently
because
it's
they're
frozen over.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So Buffalo is completely frozen. So there you go. All right, what are we doing, Cole?
I'm cool.
I looked at Tyler and said Cole, and actually, Cole, what are we gonna do? What's going
Pitlow's
on?
picks.
Let's do Pitlow's
Let's do
picks.
Pitlo's
How
picks.
about that? Let's do it. Let's do some fun picks.
Tell Ray how we do.
Ray,
We
so
do-
what
we
we
do
do
the
is
same.
we pick.
Oh, you got a graphic.
Yeah, we got a graphic.
Damn, that budget.
awesome.
Yeah, that's Cole. Fucking Tyler misspelled my name terribly, so it became
Do I
the
need to
Pitlow
get out the
picks.
tablet?
I see the big C on your chest. It's freaking me out. I'm
the
thinking it means
captain.
Cole.
Captain.
I'm the
All right,
captain.
so basically we pick a couple teams. We pick some games that are happening this week. Last week we had a rough one. Joel actually got 4 out of the 5 picks correct. The only one he didn't pick correct was me beating Jeff in the first round of our fantasy football. Which I should also mention that you had a rough week in fantasy football, didn't you?
I did.
I'm out of both of my leagues, so it's fine.
Yeah, we're
I just
in a-
lost in
we're,
both
we're,
of
in a-
them.
we're 4 teams in the playoff, and it turns out it's actually 2 rounds. It's 2 weeks
Yeah.
per round
Oh,
of
yeah, I
playoff,
was in
which
one
I
of those
didn't
leagues.
realize that.
Well, okay, so I'm a huge Steelers fan in the sense that like I roll with Big Ben and Antonio Brown because it's
Yes.
an unreal matchup. Big Ben got me 7 points this last week, man.
Things happen.
Dude.
As a Steelers fan, you never pick the Steelers quarterback, ever. All the other players are fine. You never take Ben.
All right,
Because
so let's-
sometimes he'll do that.
And I've had every Steelers. I've had Heath Miller on my team this year. I started off the season with D'Angelo Williams. Didn't get Le'Veon Bell. I would have drafted him though if I could.
I think I grabbed Le'Veon Bell, right?
Yeah, you did.
I took both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so here we go. We're going to pick some games. First up, we're going to start out with Ohio versus Appalachian State. Appalachian State, remember, that's the team that's hot, 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 as they say. They beat Michigan.
I didn't know there was an Ohio team. I knew Ohio State. Didn't even know there was Ohio.
Ohio is the Bobcats.
Yeah.
They're green and white.
Just like your
and
shirt.
Stupid.
Ooh,
And Appalachian
okay, let's
State.
do one of these.
And Appalachian State is famous for beating Michigan back
Yep.
in 2007.
Like 10 years ago.
2007, yeah.
Was it 2000? Was it that far ago?
That's roughly.
That was we've had a run of those AA teams beating like AAA team or single A or
They'll do
whatever.
it. Thank God Texas didn't play any of them this year.
That would have been. Yeah, we played Notre Dame, that AA team.
Yeah, that AA team.
All right, so you got App State versus Ohio. Tyler, who you got? App?
I'm taking those crazy bastards in the mountains.
All right, I'm going Appalachian State as well. Ray, you got
I'm going to go
Appalachian-
Ohio because I didn't know they were a team.
Ohio. Round on the
Go
ends.
Ohio. I visit there
High
every year.
in the middle. Cole, who you got?
Mountaineers.
Mountaineers. That is Appalachian
All right.
State.
I got you, Ohio. I got your back.
All right, next up, we got
You're the
Arizona
only one.
versus New Mexico in the Gildan Bowl. The Gildan, New Mexico Bowl.
The Gildan.
Gildan.
Good shirts.
Gildon.
Oh, New
Gildan.
Mexico has a home field advantage.
They're in
It's bullshit.
Albuquerque. Yeah. All right, Ray, who do you got
You got to
first?
give it to New Mexico.
New Mexico. All right. Cole, who you got? You got New Mexico or you got Arizona?
Give me Zona.
Zona. I'm also going with Arizona.
Make sure you actually write Zona. For
Zona.
Cole. Yeah, not that.
Go,
Get rid of the
fix
R.
that then.
Yeah.
And
go.
Tyler, who you got? You got New Mexico or Arizona?
Taking the fighting John McCain's on this
The
one.
fighting John McCain's. Arizona it is.
Fuck me. I got you, New Mexico. Don't worry. I'm going to look so smart if all these teams win.
Next up, we actually got a pretty close game here. We got BYU versus Utah. They're both 9-3 teams
Ooh.
in the Royal Purple Las Vegas Bowl. You know those Mormons in Vegas? They love
Royal
it.
Purple.
Which is awesome. I love
Sponsored by Crayola. New
that
color
they're in
they're trying
Vegas.
out.
I'm going with Brigham Young here. I think BYU's gonna do pretty well in Sin City.
This is one of the most underrated rivalries in football. These people hate each other, which I don't really
they
understand.
Is that true?
it's like nobody forced them to live in Utah. You guys decided, like both of you did it. You know,
there are 49 other states
you can go other
absolutely
places.
go to.
Yeah, where you like don't have to marry your sister and like
Whoa,
your sister.
okay.
Well, stay
I'm
away.
not saying that's all.
Well,
of them.
stay away from the Southeast.
I
and you
went to
should
go
be
see the
fine.
Book of Mormon, and by the way, I love the state of Utah. You guys know I joke. You guys are great. Utah State, you Aggies, and the Utes. I actually like the Utes. I was high on the Utes this year to go to the national championship. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Not a fan of BYU. Going Utes on this.
Going Utah. All right, Ray, who you got? Utah
I will
or
also
BYU?
go Utah because it's Utah. What else you got going on over there in Utah? It's not much.
Nothing.
Cole's wearing the Utah jersey. Going Utah. All right.
Utes, baby.
Well done.
Next up, so this is a fun one here. So we had for a long time, we had the Golden State Warriors versus the Field, whether or not they would win out for that whole, the whole stretch of the week. We did that twice, and the first time they actually ended up winning all of the game. The second time they ended up losing their first game of the season. So now we're gonna flip it. This week I have the Lakers winning a game, any game.
God.
Versus the Field. So the Lakers win one game or the Field wins all games. So the Lakers,
awesome.
I think they have like 3 or 4 victories right now for the season. So
Yeah, I wish Joel was here to make this pick. I'm so glad he's not. He's gone being a good juror or whatever.
yeah. Joel's at jury duty right now,
What
so
a
that's why he's not
loser.
here. I'm going Lakers. I'm thinking they're going to do okay. Ray, you got
Just
Lakers?
one game, I think they could pull that off. I don't know what their
You
schedule
think
is,
so?
but just one, maybe.
They're playing the
Please,
Rockets,
for Kobe.
They're playing the Rockets?
Yeah.
The Rockets and the Thunder.
Bucks,
Oh,
Rockets,
good.
and Thunder.
Easy week.
Yeah, it is Lakers.
Bucks beat the Warriors.
They did.
Houston's kind of a shit show.
Yep.
OKC will destroy them.
All right, so it's really that Rockets. You think they can beat the Rockets?
I don't. I got to take the Field. I'm
taking
sorry.
the Field. All
I'm
right.
sorry,
I think they get
Lakers.
lucky.
Cole,
they
what do
get
you think? Yeah,
fluke win.
Lakers with Field.
Lakers beat the Rockets.
Lakers are going to beat the Rockets.
The Rockets are not good.
They're bad.
Yeah.
They're
And
real
last
bad.
up, we got a special pick for Ray. We've got the Broncos versus the Steelers.
Oh,
Should
easy
be
mode.
a fun one. They're saying Peyton Manning. They're saying he's like questionable right now, right? Like, there's no chance in hell he's going to come back.
I don't
but
think
I think
so.
they're doing that thing where like, oh, he might come back, but no.
I don't know. Like, if you're a Steelers fan, do you kind of want him to come back?
Yes.
I mean, like that's a good thing.
Osweiler beat the Patriots, something the Steelers haven't been able to do in like 15 years.
So Ray, I'm going to go ahead and put down the Steelers for you, right?
Yeah, it's a good
All
pick.
right, Cole, who do you got? You got
Give me
Steelers.
Steelers.
You got the Steelers as
Thanks,
well.
man.
And Tyler, who you got?
Not even questions. The Steelers all the
Steelers.
way.
We're all
In fact,
going Steelers.
I don't want to jinx his team. I'm kind
Okay.
of known for that. But
Somebody did call you that out on Twitter saying don't curse the Steelers.
That's true.
I want to say this though. In my humble opinion, I think that when this team is healthy, I think that they're the best team in the NFL. And
Well, that's the thing, if they're healthy, right? Ben
they're
Roethlisberger's
healthy.
been out twice this year, and if
He's getting old.
if the offense, I think my dad and I had this conversation, like the Steelers need to start looking for another quarterback because
Landry Jones.
Ben
is not gonna be
Roethlisberger is going to be split in two just one game, and he actually cannot play. But if the offense is dialing in, they can score 40, 30, 40 points a game, which is great because their secondary is like Swiss cheese sometimes.
Yeah.
So, they're looking good. I think they scored like 40 points on the Colts, I think, and then
They scored 30 points in 5 straight games.
Okay,
It's a
yeah.
franchise
So things
record.
are great.
So he's got a tweet from Dylan saying Brock Osweiler is expected to start in Week 15. So that's from the NFL Twitter. So
Okay.
We
thank
also
you
have a
very much,
tweet from
Dylan.
our very own Joel Heyman.
Oh, Joel's tweeting
Archie
to us.
Coe hates everyone in Utah.
That's not true.
Isn't he at jury duty?
I think
should be.
or
Is that- that's
he
illegal.
He claims that he's in jury duty. He's probably just checking Twitter right now.
I hold him in contempt for being a dick. You dick.
Call outs.
All right. So that does it
yeah.
for the Pitlo picks. We got 5 games. We'll let you know how it went last week or next week.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So, all right, Ray, we're going to do one of our favorite segments.
Oh, I'm ready.
But first,
This is fun. Yes.
I think we have an ad read.
Uh-oh.
You used to be so good at these, Tyler. What happened to you? What happened?
I'm just a step behind. You know why? Because I'm not wearing the right socks.
Oh.
You can, though, if you go to
This guy.
stance.com.
Look at that. That was impressive. Good recovery.
And you need to because
he's-
these socks are really unbelievable. Like, I'm not wearing them right now, but I should be because they're in the wash right now. I wear them every single day. I take them to the gym. They're great to wear out. And you can get so many different types of socks. They have compression socks, which I like because I like to work out and like to run. Those really help with blood flow. Also, they got some really stylish Star Wars socks, which we previewed a few weeks ago, I think.
Yeah. Stance has been a sponsor for us for a few weeks
But
now.
it's
and
kick-ass, man. You get a
Yeah.
box, and it's got they mix and match up all the characters, which is great. I think we got Blaine a pair of those socks, which he really needed because
did he dry his tears with those socks?
You guys are fucking mean.
Yeah.
nobody was in on that. I gave him a hug yesterday. I saw him in the kitchen, and he did not look good. And I was like, "Just come on, baby."
He was
come
so
on,
excited.
come on."
Oh, dude, he was so pumped. Oh my god,
The
that's a
entire
whole
animation
other thing.
department bought him a gift.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
it was-
so what's the stance.com
Yeah,
/Star Wars?
Yeah, go check out these socks. Seriously, they're awesome. They're great for Christmas gifts. I have the Johnny Manziels. I have my red and blues. I got 4 new pairs coming in next week. Like,
What? You got 4, what? I want
dude,
new
I'm
socks.
loading up on
Socks
these
are great,
socks.
man.
Like,
Yeah, they're good.
freaking
I got
awesome.
my Mavs socks. The Mavs ones are really nice. They're blue.
Yeah, they have all your
Logo, the
favorite
old school
teams
logo.
if you want to do
Dirk's
that.
face.
If you're going skiing, they have skiing socks. Like, they have socks for everything. So, like, any, whatever clique you fall into. If you're a goth, if you're a jock, if you're a nerd, if you're a skater or
Can I get some skinny
or a
puppy stance socks?
snowboarder or an emo? Is an emo and a goth the same thing?
One of them
You just
scene
become
kids.
like a 50-year-old dude? An emo? Is that
An
what they're
emo?
called?
Well, you're the one railing on about the Spurs.
That's true.
I don't like that boring
Well,
basketball.
because they're all
Actually, you're
old.
the reverse. I'm the old man.
Yeah,
that
you're
likes
the old
Spurs.
man. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there you go.
There
Them
you go.
emo kids in their Spurs gear, and the grays and the blacks.
Anywho. So, all right. Now for our time for our favorite segment of the day. It's the 2-minute drill.
2-minute drill.
So let me set this up before you play shit back there. Ray, this is
scared,
How
man.
dare you?
Everyone's yelling.
this is how we play this game.
Okay.
So basically, it's 2 minutes, as you can imagine.
All right.
Right.
I don't follow.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Okay.
Right on line. All right. So it's 2 minutes long. And what we do is we throw up texts that we've accumulated throughout the show from all you lovely people. We throw them up there and we try and answer them as quickly as possible. Cole is going to read the text to us and we'll just kind of go online. And we go. Did you
look terrified.
want me to get out the helmet?
No,
And
sir.
The tablet?
No, sir.
All right. Didn't think so.
The tablet.
All right, so it's going to rotate. So you'll go first, then I'll go, then Jack, and we'll just kind of keep
Okay.
going. We're going
Okay.
to try and get through as many of these as possible.
Let's do it.
All right, so we ready for the 2-minute drill?
How long do we have? It's going.
Let's go.
Oh, Jesus
Whoa, whoa,
Christ.
whoa, whoa,
Oh, God.
Go!
Why is Rajon Rondo such a scummy piece of shit?
Because he's on the Celtics with nobody else.
I like it.
Nice.
How much can I pay Tyler to fight Jack?
Ooh, for free.
Oh, wow. Please no.
Talk about Patrick Kane of the Chicago Blackhawks and his 26 game point streak. Can he keep going for 26 more?
I think Patrick Kane of the Chicago Blackhawks and his 26 game point streak, absolutely he's going to keep that going for 26 more game points.
Excellent.
What NFL team not currently in the playoff hunt do you see as a contender over the next 3 to 5 seasons?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Raiders.
The Jaguars.
Miami.
Jaguars. Jags Nation. Check that out.
Do you think horses are people?
Horses can be people, and sometimes they can be bad people.
What gets the AFC wildcard playoff spot? Chiefs, Jets, Steelers.
Oh, man. I got to go with the Jets on that one. I think they're going to sneak it.
You just picked the Steelers to win things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
but
one
the
game.
Steelers have to win out, I
Yeah.
think.
Who actually voted for American Pharaoh?
Other horses.
Is
a whole
Castle
stable
still
of
the
them.
right option for the Cowboys?
Fuck no.
What did the iPad do to you, Tyler?
Yeah, that's for you, Tyler. What did the iPad do to you?
It's touch me.
Jesus Christ.
Did you hear about Deion Sanders giving Charlie Sheen a shout out?
No, I did not. A shout out about what?
Wait,
The HIV.
does Dion
Yo,
have hit?
I think he was just warning people. It wasn't really a shout out.
Is Peyton the NFL's version of Cam Ward?
Yes.
Does it seem suspicious the Broncos benched Manning after setting an all-time passing yardage record?
No, you need to lay off the pot.
How
Cole?
about the behind-the-back save from Go Stars?
That's incredible. Those hockey players do amazing things on the ice that I could never do.
So is Joel going to get his ass kicked by the hurling team again?
Again?
That's great.
Absolutely. If it happened the first time, it'll probably happen again.
Well, yeah, we got to do our Hurley thing.
Rematch for Connor?
Rematch for Connor. I don't know. We're out of time.
Probably.
The answer is yes.
I think that's about it. That's about it.
It's 13 seconds.
We do have to say, send in links to us at the text line or Twitter, and we'll make sure to get them on next week.
There you go. Yeah, so if you tweet or text during the show, we will use it in your 2-minute drill, in our 2-minute drill. That's the terrible towel.
It is.
That is a terrible towel.
Gotta do one of these. You gotta do like this. How the
There
Steelers
you
do it.
go.
Oh, shit.
There you
I
go.
like that. Where's your flag, Jack?
Oh, it's on the ground.
Where's
Just pen it.
damn it, Jack? Where's the tablet? There you go.
God, it was so smashed.
There's stuff coming out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
tablet dust.
I'm,
All right, well, guys,
The
I think
soul
that's
of
going to
that
do
tablet.
it for today's show. That was a
was
lot of fun.
fun.
That was
Hey,
fun. You guys
thanks
had
for
fun?
having me.
Absolutely.
I'd love to
Thanks for
come
coming
back.
on, Ray. That was
Right?
great, man.
Of course.
That was a lot of fun.
That was good times.
Cole, thank you so much for everything you do and are as a person.
Thanks for
I
having
thought
me
it was
back.
wonderful.
Thanks for the confetti bomb.
Yeah,
you let
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, you're
take
gonna
it.
need to clean that shit up,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
I ain't
We're
doing
gonna have
that.
to
We
get
do
a
have a
break.
video to play after credits.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, and he's great for reminding me about.
He's on top of things.
reminding me. Yes. So you guys have been
You had a
asking.
stroke this week. What happened to you, man? You're just forgetting stuff
That
and this.
fucking
Maybe
tattoo.
Deion Sanders will give you a shout out.
I'm very confused about that. We need it. Like we don't have
Is that
time
made
to talk.
up?
What is he?
We'll
Like
catch.
that man has AIDS. Like is that what he? wants?
HIV.
Oh, come on, Ray. We know that Charlie.
HIV.
I
Listen.
love that you cut to Cole. He said that man has AIDS. You cut to Cole.
Cole, do you have AIDS?
Cole, what happened?
Shit. That's not good.
All right.
Yeah. So
Jesus
all right,
Christ.
yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Oh
but
yeah, hockey talk. Hockey
All right,
talk.
so you guys are you're dying for hockey. You're dying for hockey. We're trying to give it to you. You know, I'm wearing this
Got the
jersey.
jersey on.
Got this
There you
jersey
go.
on. Your captain. So what we did is that Joel and myself, we went out and we got an interview with one of the top NHL players in the world. So if you guys stay tuned after the credits, you're gonna get to see this very exclusive interview that we got with this gentleman, and I think you guys are gonna be really happy. So from all of us here at Rooster Teeth, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Go Steelers.
Cardinals are going to take the NFC all the way. Carolina's looking good, but they ain't got nothing on the Cardinals. You can't stop us, and we'll always stop you.
Fuck you, Texas A&M. Fuck the school. Fuck your fans. And fuck your fucking football team.
Fuck you, Tyler, you needle-dicked Oompa Loompa. Go Steelers.
Fuck you, Tyler. You can suck my dick. Cause I come from Alabama with my sister on my prick.
Tell them to keep it classy. Keep it classy there, Buffalo. Hey, Howdy, if you run these people over, I'm fine with that. Try not to hit the guy with no ass. Look, he don't even have an ass. He poops out a hole in the bottom of his back. Look at this. This is horrible. Oh, my God. What is happening?